Storm Shadow! At last you have arrived! My blade is at your service, Cobra Commander. Good, for we have much work to do. But before we get started, are you sure you weren't trapped here? Welcome everybody to Collecting Star Wars, where today we're bringing you another exciting episode of G.I. Joe with Steve-O. Cobra continues to add to their ranks, and today they're bringing in their most deadliest agent of all. It's Storm Shadow! And I think I speak for most collectors when I say how exciting it is to finally get this original 80s version of this amazing, awesome character in the classified 6-inch scale. Will no G.I. Joe stand up to this evil foe? Is there not one single soul? Well, not a soul, but definitely a spirit. That's right, it's Spirit Iron Knife. And we're going to open up both of these guys and review them on the channel today. So let's not wait any longer. Let's open them up and have some fun!
So, Storm Shadow, still you serve the evil of Cobra.
Don't let him sound the alarm.
And here's Storm Shadow and Spirit out of the box and ready to rock with all their accessories on display. I mean, look at this. That's more weapons than you get from a whole wave of Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series combined. I mean, we're talking a lot of plastic for your pesos here, people. But let's start the review by taking a look at Storm Shadow first. Storm Shadow, finally here. The wait on this guy was long, but it was definitely worth it. He is as advertised and then some. Man, this is so great. They got the insignia perfect, nice and red against the white of his gi. He's got the shoulder belt here with the throwing stars. Look at those things. Those things look with the teeth on them. Man, those are deadly. Working down to the gauntlets, which are kind of new, but I don't mind them. They're nice, they make sense, little extra padding and armament, so that's good. He holds the sword, the katanas really well, but it is a pain to get them in there. Once you get them in, you got to move those fingers around. But once they're in for good, so he's not going to drop his sword. He's got the wrapped legs and those ninja shoes with the little toe indents on them and pegs on the bottom. So great looking uniform, all white and clean like it should be, not off-white or decorated in some kind of other color or pattern, just white and clean. That's what you want. He's got the tail end of the belt there, which pegs on. If you want to have it on or off, you have that option. I'm going to plan on leaving mine on. It just looks more dynamic that way. And the hood in down position is a separate piece as well. As well as the belt. This is kind of interesting. It's kind of a separate piece so you can move with his articulation, but it's molded onto the bottom of his shirt, so that's separate as well. So that's kind of different. But there he is, looking great. So glad to finally get him here. And all the accessories he comes with the quiver and these sculpted on arrows that are in there, and the sheaths for his swords, and the Ashikage symbol right there in red. Looking nice. Brighten it up a little bit. And he's got an arrow as well that has a hole right there, and this arrow will notch right into it. Boom, there you go. And it just blends right in. You almost don't even know it's there, but it's easy to get in and out. So that's a nice feature. And of course the bow. This is a pretty sweet compound combat bow. Looks nice. It's got a little flex to it, so you can get it into some articulated positions, as it were. And the short sword, forgive me, I don't know what it's called. Let me know in the comments. I know the long one's katana, and so this one's probably a different Japanese name. That's equally as ominous and wonderful, but it's got a great snake head. They both do. So that is a nice little detail to see that. And then he has the full hood and up position if you choose to have that option of hood down or hood up or no hood at all. That's something that you can do. And that's Storm Shadow, man. Awesome, ready to rock. And now here's Spirit with freedom and everything but the kitchen sink. Let's take a look at this guy. So impressive, starting with that face sculpt. Stoic, strong, intense. Man, look at his expression. Hasbro really pulled off something special here. Love the look of the skin tone. The hair color is jet black and beautiful. The nice red accents of the headband and at the end of his braids. He's got his sergeant ranking on his shoulder, peg holes in the back for his backpack, and a nice tomahawk logo on the opposite shoulder. So he's got some grenades there, and along with the typical G.I. Joe communicator. Looking on down, you see a sheath for his ceremonial knife, and then all kinds of places to store weapons and store knives and guns. He's got cool little silver bracelets, and of course a nice landing gauntlet for freedom to land on. The dark khaki pants and serious looking brown combat boots. Good tread on the bottom, peg holes as well. This is a magnificent piece from head to toe. So much going on here. Subtle but perfect. Spirit, man, they nailed it. And here's freedom. And this little guy can do so much articulation, you'd be surprised. First of all, his wings do give you a little bit of a partially spread out, as well as full rotation all the way around. So you can get this guy in some interesting positions. And of course, they're on a little ball joint, so they peg right in and out really simply, no problem at all. His head turns a little bit side to side and all around, gives you some expression, and that's nice. And even the legs move, so he can be standing or kick him back in flight with pegs on the feet. Nice color, the beautiful bald eagle white head. Let's put the other wings on and show you how easy that is to do as well. Because like I said, peg right out, and these babies are large and in charge. They spread wide, and look at that. Magnificent. The eagle in flight. Wow. This is awesome, man. This is leaps and bounds better than what we had as a kid. Even though the original version was great, this one is even more spectacular. Freedom, let's go. And he pegs in perfectly right to Spirit's arm guard. Freedom comes to rest very nicely, so we'll set him back here for the rest of the review as we look at the remainder of the accessories. This terrific backpack, lots of detail and wrinkles and buckles. Could have used a little extra paint maybe on the buckle loops there, but other than that, it's great. Freedom can rest right there on the top as well, and it looks like it can hold some more weapons on that peg. And he comes with his pistol, all nice and black, but it does have a little bit of eagle detail. Yeah, there you go, just a hint of an eagle's wing on the barrel of the pistol, which is a nice touch. Subtle, but cool to see. He comes with a regular all black knife, little survival knife, which is cool. And then he comes with this brilliant, I don't know if it's ceremonial or traditional, but it is cool. This nice black effect on the blade and the bird's skull on the butt of the knife. Again, a subtle accent, really cool to see. Just like Storm Shadow with his snake heads, Spirit has the bird skull there, which is cool. And he comes with this terrific rifle, very realistic looking, all done up really nicely in black with the brown right there, and the magazine comes out and ports right back in. So that's a cool little effect if you want to have them putting it in and out in your displays or in how you have them posed. A great feature for a great figure. And that's our review of the G.I. Joe Classified Spirit and Storm Shadow. And I gotta tell you, initially I thought that maybe they came with just a few too many accessories, but when you get them all loaded up with their gear, they look fantastic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. You can follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at StevoSaysStuff, and on Instagram, we're Collecting Star Wars YouTube. You can even follow our other YouTube channel for inspirational videos, and that's called Devo with Stevo. But until next time, remember, be kind, stay strong, because you are the hero of your own story.
Hey! Like you couldn't just disappear. Stop him! Where'd they go?
Mother Night has swallowed